Hey Jonathan and Paula, so I wanted to do a quick video. I'll send this to you so you can see your property and I can kind of give you an opinion on some stuff here in the house. Just start out in the garage. This is the garage. You can see right here where the water was leaking from the water softener. And there is water here right now, so it's been leaking. It looks like they shut off, or they unplugged it, so you can see the plug there, unplugged. Water softener in here. And this is full of water, and it's off. I didn't see anything leaking at the supply line or the valves or the drain. It's just coming right from underneath the tank. I also noticed the hinge on this cabinet is not secure. Maybe it looks like it broke off. Looks like there's a screw sitting down there, so that might need to get fixed. Okay, so let's go inside the house. The house is great. It's clean. It's a beautiful home. I love the views out there towards the golf course. There's a couple things that I noticed that we usually look at and recommend, and painting would be one of those things. So in the house, there's a lot of areas where it could use touch-up paint on the walls. It could make a big difference with somebody moving in, and then of course keeping them accountable to have the same protection on the walls. When they move out, we can charge their deposit to touch up paint, anything needed. But as you can see in some areas where the light hits it, right, you can see patches that were done. You can see there's dirty marks on the walls. Over on this wall, you can see some bigger patches if I can see it right in the light. With just me standing here, I can see it pretty good, but right there's a big patch. So when you're walking in, it's pretty noticeable. And up in here and up in here. So this whole wall right here, I would say it needs to be repainted. And there's little stuff like that all over. Here's the master. The master has a bunch of paint splotches. It looks like they were trying to patch it in here. So a lot of that kind of stuff matters when you're trying to rent properties. It's not a huge deal breaker, of course, but it matters to people when they're looking. They want properties to look newer. So you have nail holes here and here, and throughout the home there's some other nail holes, some other paint touch-ups on this wall. This wall is dirty up here. You got spider webs up in the corner. I know this is kind of me just being picky, but this is, I guess, what I look at all the time, and this is the kind of feedback we're going to hear from people when they come and look at it. This room looks all right. There's some touch-up paint up there that could probably be fixed. Let's see. Oh, this light looks like this light was changed out maybe at one point, so you can see that big ring around that light. And then other nail holes. There's nail holes up here above the fireplace. Here. So this is the kind of stuff that you do want to get done before tenants move in, so you don't have to dispute with them when they move out. We can still send in someone to clean it up when they move out. Looks like maybe a TV was hung here, so this paint would need to be rematched. These holes would need to be redone. Beautiful views out here. I think this is such an amazing spot. I would love to sit out here all day. Yeah, great home. It's really clean. Carpet looks nice. A little bit dated cabinets and countertop, but that's okay. That's just kind of me being picky. So I don't think you need to replace them or anything like that. But the biggest thing for me right now would be just the paint on the walls and maybe cleaning some of the dirty stuff on the walls. Like in here's another spot I just noticed. A lot of that kind of little stuff makes a big difference. Bunch of nail holes here that didn't get touched up. And then some cleanliness. For example, look at this remote down here. This remote, it's just got dirt on it. I also opened up some drawers in bathrooms, and there's hair in drawers. This door has gunk on the door, like that. So stuff like that. I think if we clean it up really nicely, we get a painter in here, and you can just do touch-up paint. We have a guy that's pretty reasonably priced. They can come in and do some painting. And there's just stuff in drawers, you know, there's dental floss, and there's like some little hairs and stuff around, and that kind of stuff makes a difference to get it cleaned. There's just little things left behind, like a cap down there. There's some hair over in the corner. And I'd probably, yeah, I want to get that cleaned. I noticed the bathtub, this right here should probably be recalked, so you don't have this gap in between right here. It's not a huge deal, but you know, deferred maintenance goes a long way. Down there's a crack. Little stuff, you know, that can be cleaned. A lot of patch and paint stuff here, up here. In the closet here, you got some more little things, and there's some hair. It's hard to see on the phone, but there's hair in here. This kind of stuff, if we get that fixed up and painted to look nice. Again, I know it sounds like it's a lot, and I'm just kind of being picky, but it does make a big difference, and it's going to help the experience of the renter and for us and for you guys. This is just dirty. So that when the tenant moves out of the property, it's going to be a lot easier to charge their deposit, to repaint, to touch up paint as needed. And it's just going to be an overall better experience if we do these things first before tenants move in. So, wanted to know your thoughts on that. If you'd be okay if we sent someone in, or if you want to use your own guy to come in here. There's just hair on the floor, stuff that can be cleaned up better. I didn't open these. That looks fine. So anyways, just wanted to bring up a couple of those little things to you. Might be worth doing. Just all this little stuff could be cleaned up, touched up to make it look nicer. This wall looks kind of grimy with maybe just older paint and touch-up paint over it that didn't match. It's hard to tell in the video. When you see it in person, it makes a big difference when it looks more fresh and clean. So that would be my only thought. Oh, this closet, you know, like that down here. It's, I don't know if that's dirty or if it just needs to be painted better, but a lot of that kind of stuff. So anyways, that's just my 2 cents on it. It'll help rent it for sure. People will walk through it and they'll be happier to see that it's clean and fresh when they move in. And then we can easily work with them when they move out of the property, so we can charge their deposit as well. So anyways, looks good. I'll go through, I'm gonna get some drone pictures and better pictures to showcase this view. That's just an amazing view back here, so I wanna showcase that and go from there. So sorry, I know this video is getting long, and just wanted to show this to you to see what my thoughts are. Thanks so much.